Good evening, everybody. And ladies, this episode goes out to you as we're reviewing the top 10 scream queens who survived horror and looked amazing doing it. Because somebody had to survive the men's terrible decision making. So let's be honest, horror movies would be about 20 minutes long if women were in charge from the start. But no. We've got men saying, let's go towards the creepy noise. Or, this basement feels safe. And then, boom, instant sequel. So today we're counting down the top 10 scream queens who survived horror, the chaos, and the questionable men around them, all while looking incredible while doing it. Because if there's one thing horror has proven, it's that the scariest monster of all might just be male decision making. Number 10, Neve Campbell for the Scream franchise. Sidney survived 5 mass psychos, an entire phone call era, and several men who thought being mysterious made them dateable. She's the queen of red flags. When her boyfriend says, it's just a prank, Sidney's already found the nearest weapon. Women love her because she's the ultimate example of learning boundaries. And by boundaries, I mean stabbing your ex when he's wearing a mask. Moving on to number 9, Jamie Lee Curtis, Halloween, playing Laurie Strode. Laurie survived multiple reboots, trauma, and Michael Myers committed to cardio. While men in horror forgot to lock doors, Laurie built a fortress and said, well, try me, buddy. Women love her because she's proof that healing is real, and sometimes it involves a flamethrower and emotional closure. Moving right along to number 8, we have Heather Langenkamp for her role as Nancy Thompson in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Nancy faced Freddy Krueger, who killed teens in their dreams, which is still less terrifying than some men's dating profiles. While boys were like, dude, I'll just stay awake. Nancy was building booby traps, reading demonology, and saying, not my REM cycle, psycho. She's the DIY queen of horror survival. Number 7, Sigourney Weaver played Ellen Ripley in Aliens. Ripley was surrounded by men whose game plan was literally run toward the alien. Meanwhile, she's over here thinking, wow, I'm surrounded by human liabilities. She fought a 7-foot murder bug, saved a child, and still managed a hair flip or two. Women love her because she's the ultimate working mom. She'll file the report and blow up your spaceship. Number 6, Lupita Nyong'o, whose character Adelaide Wilson in the movie Us. Adelaide had to fight her evil twin, and honestly, that's still easier than arguing with your husband about directions. While her man's like, let's just talk to the strangers in red jumpsuits. Adelaide's already grabbed the nearest weapon and locked the doors. Women adore her because she's strategic, fierce, and done playing nice, especially with people who literally share her face. Number 5 needs no introduction, Aubrey Plaza, whose character as Karen Barclay from Child's Play. Karen had to deal with her kid's killer doll, which was clearly invented by men who thought, what if Alexa could stab people? Her reaction? Pure sarcasm and survival instincts. Aubrey Plaza radiates that single mom who's over it energy. She's seen worse at parent-teacher night. Women love her because she's smart, proactive, and has zero patience for malfunctioning men or murder toys. Moving on to number 4, Elizabeth Moss, for her character as Cecilia Cass in The Invisible Man. Cecilia escaped an abusive tech bro who faked his death just to haunt her invisibly. Basically every woman's worst-case dating app experience. While men in the movie were like, maybe you're just imagining it, Cecilia was out here solving crimes with logic, poise, and great contouring. She's not just a final girl, she's a feminist revenge fantasy with receipts. Number 3, Jessica Biel as Erin Hardesty in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Jessica Biel ran through Texas heat covered in blood and still managed a shampoo commercial moment. Meanwhile, her male friends were out here poking dead animals and saying, we should split up. Women love her because she's that friend who always has the escape plan, while the guys are still Googling directions to abandoned slaughterhouses near them. Number 2, Courtney Cox for her role as Gale Weathers in the Scream franchise. Gale Weathers didn't just survive, she also reported on it. While every man around her was dying dramatically, she was checking her lighting, fixing her hair, and getting the exclusive. She's ambitious, fearless, and allergic to bad decisions. Women love her because she made surviving a PR opportunity. Men in horror see danger. Gail sees nothing but content. And finally, our number one scream queen, Karen Gillan, for her role as Kaylee Russell in Oculus. Kaylee didn't just fight a haunted mirror. She fought childhood trauma, bad memories, and male disbelief. Her brother's like, "It's all in your head." And Kaylee's like, "Cool, I'll bring experimental evidence." She's the rare horror heroine who uses logic and sarcasm to fight supernatural evil. Women love her because she's the one screaming, "I told you so," even as reality literally collapses. So there you have it, 10 scream queens who didn't just survive monsters, demons, and ghosts. They survived men making terrible plans in stressful situations. These women fought everything from gaslighting to ghostlighting, and they did it with great hair and better instincts. Hit that like button if you've ever yelled, "Don't go in there," at a man on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, because I watch these horror movies first, so you don't have to waste your time, money, or emotional stability. And always remember, trust your gut. Ignore the guy who says, "It's probably nothing," and for the love of survival, never split up. And thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.